Hanover Wildcats Coach's Corner, a service of Hanover Electric, Blue Valley Technologies, Inline Construction, the Blue Valley Insurance Agency, Citizen State Banks, Handy's Hardware and Lumber, Midwest Products, and Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance.
See Andy Bruna at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover for a full line of your everyday hardware needs and all the building supplies you'll need to get the job done right. Just about anything you might need around the farm or home is found at Andy's, and always fast, friendly service when you need it. It just makes good sense to shop at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover, Kansas. A Plyout Wildcat Booster, that's Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover.
Ag Storage can improve your farming operation. When you're planning, from building and grain bin pads to commercial approach and drives, call for a quote from Inline Construction in Marysville today. For all types concrete work, phone 785-562-5525.
The variety of our checking plans exceeds your grandfather's dreams. We have checking plans for kids, checking for college students, checking for small businesses, and checking for seniors only. We have checking plans that pay interest. By checking with us, you have quality choices to add to your portfolio and financial planning. Citizen State Bank of Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Quality banking since 1907. Member FDIC.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost. Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
Welcome into the Hanover Wildcats Coaches Corner program, talking with boys basketball head coach Corey Jensen. Coach, want to ask you first off about the Axtell game last Friday. You guys took the first loss in the season, but we were chatting a little bit off air. Do you think that was a good learning opportunity for this team to be challenged at this point in the year?
Yeah, we knew going into that game it was going to be a hard-fought battle. After we beat them pretty handily in the TVL tournament, we knew we would get their best from them when we went over there last Friday, and it was a close game, and we went in the locker room afterwards, and I told them we could do one of two things. You could sit and pout about it, or you can learn something from it, and I think our guys kind of took to that, and hopefully they learned something from it.
And something we were talking to as well is just kind of facing adversity. I know, Kadrick didn't have the best shooting game. Tanner had foul trouble. Braylon obviously had his game. But, for this team, we've talked about the depth all season to see it firsthand and to have that example that, hey, on some nights where certain kids don't have it, others need to step up. How important was that?
Yeah, that's extremely important because not everyone's going to have their best game, especially offensively, each night. Defensively, you can kind of expect a little bit more consistency from everyone as far as effort goes. But offensively, yeah, if somebody's struggling, we need that next person to step up. And, like you said, we had Cooper was in foul trouble, Kadrick was in foul trouble, Tanner was in foul trouble, and we did have some guys step up and play well, and there wasn't really much of a drop-off. And the biggest thing is, I was proud of those guys. We had a couple big leads in that game. Obviously, Axtell came back and fought back, and then they got a pretty big lead, and our guys didn't give up either. And it was just a good battle for us.
I think talking a couple weeks ago, we knew this was going to be a good one, and that's just the nature of the sport. Someone has to lose, and unfortunately, it was your guys's. But you bounced back Tuesday night against Clifton Clyde. How did the boys, perform in that one? You got the win, but, just that mentality of getting back into it, I guess.
Yeah, I knew our guys would respond well and bounce back. And Clifton Clyde's a good team, too. They play really hard. We've had some guys battling sickness, so we don't have, the strength and legs that we're quite used to. But, I was proud of how they competed on Tuesday night.
And another thing we were chatting off air about is just the amount of games you guys have coming up here the next couple days. Picked up a Saturday game, and then you're going to turn right around and go Monday, Tuesday with it. We talked about, too, dog days. How do you make sure, everyone kind of stays fresh? Is your depth probably going to help you out, I guess, in this stretch?
I would think it should. It's definitely not going to hurt us. As we were talking before we interviewed here, we got coming up this week, we got a Friday game, a Saturday game, next Monday we play, next Tuesday we play, and then we play Thursday. And that would be the end of our regular season. So yeah, we're going to have a big stretch here where guys are going to get tired, and we're going to call on some of that depth to get in there, and give us good minutes.
Absolutely. One thing about good depth too as well is you can rely on some of those that, might not always play, but give you good minutes in this stretch. And as you look at the back half of the season, I know expectations for you guys is to make a deep postseason run, but how do you make sure the boys, stay mentally focused and finish out the regular season strong?
Yeah, this is, the long part of the season. And I think the biggest thing for us is in practice, we can't make it like a job. We got to have some fun with it too, and we're going to do some competitive things and keep it light and just try and keep it a fun atmosphere, and maybe we'll have a team get together as well, and those kinds of things go a long ways when you guys spend so much time with each other in the gym. It's just kind of good to be away from basketball a little bit as well.
I think something we talked about a couple weeks ago was that word fun, and trying to keep it light, trying to keep it fun is important. And last one here, as you do look at this team, making a run in postseason is going to be, kind of your guys' goal. But where's an area that you still feel like you might need to, get a little bit more work in, I guess?
Well, there's always things to be working on. Just in the last couple of games, we've really emphasized getting out in transition a little bit more. And then obviously the ball has stuck a little bit. We saw that in the Axel game a little bit. The ball kind of stuck, and it's always going to be about getting that ball moving on the offensive end. And then defensively, there's always stuff to clean up, and effort and energy, intensity, all the things that you always talk about all year. And then obviously rebounding is super important.
Well, I'm sure when coaches hear that you want to get out and run, I'm sure they're cringing just a little bit the way you guys have done it all season, but taking that next step is always important. Again, talking with Corey Jensen, head coach of the Hanover boys basketball team. Corey, I thank you for your time all season. We'll chat here, I'm sure, before postseason comes around, and best of luck in the games coming up.
All right, thank you.
Not everyone can become a Lennox dealer, so you'll be glad to know when you buy a Lennox from Hanover Electric Incorporated, you not only get the best products in the business, you also get a traditional experience in making sure your home is as comfortable as it can be. Because every independent Lennox dealer must pass the Lennox Quality Dealer Standards Program, the toughest test in the industry. And what it means is you get a dealer you could always count on. Lennox, one less thing to worry about.
From the ground up, Midwest Products Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover.
In your bustling lives, we're constantly on the move from hectic commutes to family outings. Blue Valley Insurance offers comprehensive auto coverage to keep you safe on every journey. Whether you're heading to work or driving your kids to practice, we've got you covered. Visit us at convenient locations in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, or Marysville for personalized auto insurance solutions tailored to your needs. Drive with peace of mind knowing you're protected by Blue Valley Insurance.
This new year, you deserve better. Better internet, better speeds, and better service from a company that gives back to your community. Sign up for Blue Valley Technologies Fiber Internet and get 3 months free. Already a customer? Try a faster speed for 3 months at no extra cost. For more details, visit us at bluevalley.net or call 877-876-1228. Happy New Year.
Hanover Wildcats Coach's Corner, a service of Hanover Electric, Blue Valley Technologies, Inline Construction, the Blue Valley Insurance Agency, Citizen State Banks, Handy's Hardware and Lumber, Midwest Products, and Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance.